Hello, my name's Jade and today we're going to be talking about Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This is my first Colleen Hoover book. I've only ever heard amazing things and I got bored, and then I just kind of was like, you know what, I've heard good things about Colleen Hoover. And then like 2 days later what just happened with my life? I flew through it. It's so addictive and so hard to put down and just so easy to read. It's a contemporary, I guess. It's a new adult novel, so she's kind of older and it's kind of got more adult themes. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, loves get ugly. Dun dun dun! I was pleasantly surprised by how much I liked this. I think I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. Somewhere between a 7 and an 8 out of 10, so 7.5 right now. I read it so long ago, I can't remember anything. Ugh. The plot is kind of deep and meaningful and wonderful, but at the same time it's got gushy moments and is very well done. It follows Tate, who I'm not sure if I like as a character. I liked being in her head. I can't remember. I think I liked her to an extent. I don't think I was in love with her or anything. She moved in with her brother and she's learning to become a nurse. She's like 23, I think. And then her brother's friend lives across the hall. He's called Miles, and then like they meet and things kind of happen. Yeah, I really liked Miles. His name was Miles, right? I'm not just... Yeah, his name was Miles. It's told from Tate's point of view, but then we go back in time to hear from Miles like 6 years ago. And it's really well done. It's so interesting and just... you get so invested in the characters. It was very refreshing and very easy if you're kind of in one of these movies where you're not sure what to read or you're kind of in a book slump. This is a good one. I want to read Slammed next because everyone says amazing things about Slammed. So that's the next on my Colleen Hoover list, if you will. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say from the non-spoiler section. As I said, I read it so long ago. I'm so mad that I didn't want to make the review as soon as I finished it because I didn't own the book. Like, having this book here in front of me is kind of weird because I read it on my laptop. Like, I bought an e-version of it, and so I wanted to wait until I had the book to film this, but I didn't write notes. I remember going through the process of writing notes, but I cannot find any notes, and so I must have not written notes, and I don't understand why I didn't write the notes. What was I thinking? And so now I have to scramble my brain for things that happened. Wonderful. Yeah, that's it for the non-spoiler section. If you haven't read Ugly Love, I recommend you leave now so I don't accidentally spoil you. I'm not sure what I'm actually going to talk about, but just leave if you haven't read it. Just trust me. I really liked the Miles-Tate relationship. It was super cute, super adorable. Like, you're hardcore rooting for them. They've come up with his friends with benefits type ordeal. Yeah, right. There are like 2 rules: don't ask about my past and don't expect a future. Okay. Miles was super intense. And then we go back in time and I'm kind of like, what's going on? And when we go back in time, it's kind of written like all over the place type fashion. Like, very artistically written. Like so. He's talking about Rachel. We see Tate and he's like led on the sofa or something and he's like mumbling Rachel in his sleep and he's all upset and he's like, I wonder who Rachel is. I thought he was like a girlfriend that he just like broke up with or something, or someone like who had a fight with her. It turns out no. And so this whole time I'm trying to find out what happened to Rachel, why they're no longer together, like what happened within 6 years. I really like the way that they connected and like how we slowly learned what's going on. It was really interesting to read. I didn't cry at all, I don't think. I must have teared up. I refuse to believe that I didn't tear up at all. Like, it's so easy to make me cry, like, in a film or a book or a TV show, like, especially books. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I'm in their head, or I'm a very strong book crier. I very often tear up. I teared up reading Lola and the Boy Next Door, and that's a happy book. I can't remember where I teared up or why, but I teared up at one point. So I must have teared up when the whole Rachel baby situation, and I'm kind of like, oh, how's this gonna go down? Because he obviously doesn't have the baby. Something horrible must happen. The baby dies, and it's so sad. And reading that whole part was very not fun. Knowing like how broken Miles is just not fun. There are lots of also really fun moments. They went to dinner, didn't they? Weren't they like flirting or something? But they were with friends, and so they kind of had to. Am I remembering this correctly? Is that a thing that happened? And they kind of had to like keep themselves at bay, and it was kind of funny and awkward. Did that happen? I liked the scene in the car. It was super intense. Like all of their scenes were. They went to her house or something, and like her dad caught them in the middle of the night. I like that part. That was super cringy and funny. The part where like an airplane had crashed or something, and it was really scary, and we weren't sure if where Miles was, and we weren't sure where her brother was, and we like the panic, and they had a Miles and Tate had a fight at that point, and so it's like she asked him, and he was like, of course, of course. That was really sweet. I liked that one. I can't remember how many arguments they actually had. I feel like they had lots of arguments. There's the one where he stormed out on her, like she's left bent over this table and he just leaves her. It's what? I can't remember what she did to deserve that. That was rude. Also the whole thing about how Rachel's mom and his mom, Miles's mom, no, Rachel's mom and his dad like got together, and so like their relationship was really frowned upon, and it wasn't fair because they saw each other first, whatever. It was sad. And how Rachel was really mad at him because he didn't save the baby first. I felt so bad for Miles. It was really nice when he went to visit her and kind of he got closure finally. I really liked Captain is his name, the old man in front of the elevator. He was so sweet. He would like give these random words of wisdom. He was cool there. And the end scene where they went to see the sunset and Captain was there, wasn't he? And they got married and it was just so cute. There's like an epilogue here and I can't remember if I read that. Did I read that in the epilogue? I think back to the day I married her. I don't know if I remember that. It was just really fun and interesting and easy and touching in a lot of moments. I remember finding it just like so addictive. It was kind of like a Stephanie Perkins kind of feel to it in that sense. It was very frustrating, this situation, because they're obviously falling in love and he just like keeps shutting her out. And she's like, but I mean, obviously you're gonna fall in love. Thing is, he said not to expect anything, so she should have been, in that sense, less naive and not expect anything, but at the same time, they're obviously falling in love. I remember, I think I got mad at Tate for wanting too much of Miles, which is maybe why I don't, like, think of her with such highness. I don't know if I loved it. That might be going a little too far. Yeah, like a 7 to an 8. Let me know what you thought down below. See if we can bring any clarity to my mind. That's all I have today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome morning, afternoon, evening / night. My name's Jade. I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye. It's so floppy. I love floppy books. My favourite character is actually probably Miles, but he was so intense at times. He was so dramatic. Just maybe that was a bit